Find yourself seated. We're going to find our Baddha Konasana posture, or I think it's also called butterfly posture. So bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Knees go wide. Take a moment to sway a little bit left to right. Find your seat. Find the earth. Then slowly start to find your stillness. Sitting tall, you can relax your hands by your ankles and try to relax through your hips. See where your hips take you naturally. Inhale here. And as you exhale, let's sit tall and lean forwards, holding on to our legs, taking just a mild fold here, front and down. Feel free to reach your arms out in front of you now, stretching, maybe grabbing a hold of the floor in front of you, and you can relax through your head and create a slight little curve and round through your spine. As you arrive here, just take a moment to tune into your body. Feel free to sway a little bit. Walk your hands from side to side if that feels good. Or just stay in your stillness. Let your head be heavy. Be completely relaxed. And invite those deeper breaths deep into your belly. Let's slowly walk our fingertips towards us, sit taller, and bring your feet just slightly forwards. Soles of the feet still touching, so there's more space between your hips and your heels, and it creates a little bit more of a diamond shape. Same thing as before, leaning front, tall spine, thinking of length, and then as you exhale, you can begin to round your spine and relax a little bit more, let gravity take over. And as you settle here in your space, just allow yourself to welcome your body, your mind to your mat. And since we are in this holiday spirit, things can get quite overwhelming, quite chaotic during the next few days. So let this be a moment of peace and tranquility just for yourself, a bit of a time out. When we're thinking about doing so many things, the excitement of it all, we sometimes can forget ourselves and how we're feeling, and just to take care of the basic things. So let this yoga practice be a part of that. Let's slowly roll our spines tall and open out your legs into a V that's comfortable for you, as wide as you feel is comfortable. Give your feet, your ankles a couple of rotations. In both directions, you can move around your shoulders as well. Just have a feel into your neck, your head, your legs here. And then let's flex our feet. So you turn your toes towards the sky, trying to keep this straight spine, some strength through your core. Walk your fingertips in front of you and just sway left to right. This is a fairly deep stretch enough as it is. So just staying upright is fine. Leaning forwards is beautiful. Gorgeous. And now let's sit straight up. Inhale here. As you exhale, twist to any side that suits you. Wrap your hand around the outside of that thigh. And then the hand and arm that's behind you, try to really push down through your fingertips so that you can sit taller. One more breath into this twist. And then slowly unwinding towards the front, twist in the other direction. Take your time here. Wrap your hand around the outside of the thigh. Open up through your collarbones, your chest. Bring your gaze towards the back of the room. Take that long, rejuvenating breath in. And as you exhale, find just a bit more space, release into that twist. Beautiful. Let's slowly unwind towards the front. Reach your left hand by your side, by your left hip, And then taking just a subtle side bend in that direction, you can push through the left hand and feel your right sit bone pressing even more into the earth. Staying upright, use your breath. And then let's switch right hand towards the right side. Left arm goes up and over. Taking a breath through those ribs. Beautiful. Sitting straight up, bend your left knee. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right inner thigh and bend your right knee and send the right foot behind you. Sitting tall is already quite a lot on this right hip. So take a moment to just ease into the floor, straight down. Beautiful. Now right hand to your right shin, side bend in that direction. So placing a bit of weight down this right sit bone to the floor. Now if your knee feels a bit funky, just ease out of it. And if it feels good, this stretch in a different kind of place for your joint, then feel free to really allow more pressure into the floor through this right sit bone. Beautiful. Bring your left fingertips to the floor and now wrap your right arm behind you, bend your right elbow and grab a hold of your left elbow, inner elbow with this right hand. So we have this little grip behind our backs and you feel the skin of maybe your right side stretching a bit more. Now drop your left ear towards your left shoulder with ease and allow that fascia, that side of your right side of your body, just enjoy a bit of a stretch and opening. And as you do this, trying to really open up through your chest and ease this right shoulder open as it's bound behind you. Let's slowly lift our head straight up, unravel this right hand, bring your fingertips forwards, lean forwards, and now try to pick up the right foot off the floor, keeping your right knee down, just maybe a centimeter or an inch off, and lower it down. And try a couple more just like that, lowering it down, lifting the ankle, the heel up, lowering it down. Let's do one more, squeezing up and lower it down. Open up your legs back into that V and that switch. So bend your right knee in, left foot goes back behind you. Take a moment to just find that tall posture. Inhale here. And as you exhale, find your left shin with your left hand. Right arm goes up and over, bringing a bit more weight down through the left sit bone. Let's take 3 long breaths together, in and out through the nose. So inhale with me and exhale through the nose. And breathe in. Exhale, let go of something. And one more inhalation here. Fill up through the body and let go. Bring your arm up, straight up. Bring your right fingertips to the floor. Now wrap your left arm behind you. Grab a hold of your right arm. Open through the chest, through the shoulders. Now drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Let it just dip over, like there's wax dropping out of the ear, gliding down your right arm, and feeling this left side just open with ease, taking those breaths into any tight spots you feel. Not forgetting our legs here, our left hip here. Beautiful. Slowly lift your head up, unravel your arms. Bring your fingertips in front of you, leaning forwards. Let's try and lift your left foot off the floor a couple times. Notice if this side is easier or more challenging. For me, I find it easier. So maybe there's a bit more strength with this internal rotation of my left hip. How is it for you? Just one more time. Let's open up into that wide-legged stance. Give your toes, your ankles a couple of rotations. And again, this time use your elbows as well, moving through your shoulders. Beautiful. And inhale, reach your arms straight up. As you exhale, hug your knees towards you. Face the front of the mat if you're not already facing the front of the mat. And from here, we're going to lie all the way down and work a little bit through our core before we roll back up. So make sure you can see or hear me at least. Rolling down towards the floor. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a little side-to-side massage for your spine. Beautiful. Step your feet down, hips distance. Point your toes straight out in front of you, so they're pointing forwards. Relax your arms by your sides, palms flat down. Now tuck your tailbone under and imagine you're tilting your pubic bone towards you. That's the first step. Now press through your feet and start to lift your hips up as the rest of your spine lifts off as well. Vertebra by vertebra. Keep that tuck. Keep tilting your pubic bone towards you so you feel the squeeze through your glutes. And then slowly come out the way you came in. Each vertebra slowly lowering to the floor. Once again, lifting up. Take it slow. Notice each step of the process, each movement, moment of the transition, and lowering down. One more. Let's stay up at the top. Exhale, lifting to our glute bridge. Now bring your right foot towards the center. Just heel toe your right foot to the center and bring your left knee towards your chest. Brace your arms against the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, stretch your left foot towards the sky. And imagine you're balancing a foot. Balancing a book on the top of that foot. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower with control. Inhale. Exhale, push through your right foot. Tuck through the tailbone, lift up. And lower down. Continue moving through this, lifting and lowering. Balancing that book on top of your foot. Beautiful. Let's do one more. Lifting straight up, squeezing through the right glute. And from here, slowly lower down. Reach your arms overhead. Cross your fingers, create a little Charlie's Angel gun. So finding our Kali Mudra, reaching up ahead. And now breathe in. As you breathe out, let's reach the fingers towards the toes, crunching up and lower down. And keep going, crunching. Maybe you tap the toes. Maybe you push the book, the imaginary book, off of your foot, really squeezing up. And if you'd like to challenge yourself, stretch your right leg long. Hover it off the floor. So you have this L shape. Let's do two more. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Step your right foot down again and grab a hold of your left foot or your ankle. Bring the left knee to your left armpit and just allow that left knee to squeeze towards the floor, like you're doing a half happy baby. Take a moment, feel the stretch, the opening through your left hip. And now cross your left leg over your right, like you're crossing your legs. Scoot your hips towards the left and drop your knees towards the right. Finding a supine twist. Really early on in the class, we hardly ever do this early on. So take a moment to bring your breath into that left side. Try to relax through the muscles. They're not needed here as much as before with all those crunches, with all those single leg bridges. This is their moment of repose. Beautiful. Let's slowly lift our knees up. Step your feet flat down. We're going to find bridge again. Exhale, lift your hips straight up to the sky. This time, bring your left foot towards the center And bring your right knee to your chest, trying to keep your hips high. Flex your right foot straight up towards the ceiling. Balance that imaginary book. Now let's lower down and lift back up. I want you to take your time here and focus on the quality of the movement instead of just trying to shove your hips up or get as high as you can. Really focus on what muscles are being used, how your body reacts and responds. Let's do one more. Lifting straight up, lowering down. Now reach your arms overhead, find your Kali Mudra, and as you exhale, begin to crunch up to the toes. Lower down, crunching up, tap, lower down. See if you can pause and linger at the top before you come back down. And if you like to challenge yourself, then reach your left leg long. Keep going, just a few more. Exhale to lift up. 2 more. Powerful exhalations. And a last one. Exhale to the toes, lower down. Step your left foot down if it was long. Find your right foot or ankle and bring the right knee towards your right armpit. So this might feel really quite stiff, quite tough to get into. So just take your breath, take your time. Just easing that hip open. Soften through your face. And now release the foot or the ankle. Cross your right leg over your left. Scoot your hips towards the right. And let your knees slowly land on the floor towards the left. You can open your arms. Do what you feel is comfortable for your upper body here. And take a couple breaths into this right side. Slowly lift your knees straight up. Uncross your legs, just center your body on your mat. And then bring your shins parallel to the floor, finding this tabletop kind of position. Bring your hands straight up to the sky, just taking a couple dead bugs. So stretch your left leg long, reach your right arm overhead. This is one of my favorite movements, core exercises that we practice. Let's lift our knee and our arm and just switch. So try not to let go of the core, trying to really connect with your core here as you move through these opposite limb drops. Really trying to lengthen through your leg and your arm. Beautiful. The lower you go, obviously the more work it is. And see if you can slow it down. Beautiful. Just one more on each side. And after this final one, let's hug our knees to our chest. Inhale here. As you exhale, try and rock up into a balance on that lovely cushiony spot between your tailbone and sit bones. Finding your boat pose, roll your shoulder blades back, find your arms beside your legs. Just for 5, we're gonna lower down towards our low boat pose. So inhale here. As you exhale, lengthen through your legs, lower your spine. And then lift your knees towards your chest. Beautiful, lowering down. Stretching long. Exhale to lift back up. Squeeze in. This is our third one. Knees to chest. Keep your shins parallel. Beautiful, keep going. Wonderful, and our last one, stretching. I'm shaking, I'm getting all hot. And knees in, cross your legs here, sitting tall, find a hold of your knees with your hands. Inhale, shoulder rolls, just back behind you. Take a moment, release through your head. And from here, place your left hand over your heart
and your right hand towards your belly. Just notice if there's any new heat you've created, and if you can feel your heartbeat below your skin, beneath your skin, by your left hand. Take your breath into your right hand, filling up through the belly, and see if you can soften as you exhale. Soften your whole body and soften a bit in your mind, in any tension that you feel. You cultivate, you create through exercises that are tough. Reconnecting to your breath here, feel free to practice a bit of Ujjayi breathing and letting that be a thread throughout your yoga class. So quite audible sound of your inhalation and your exhalation, kind of rippling through the back of your throat. From here, opening your eyes, we're gonna find our Yogi Squat. So step your feet down as gracefully as you can. Come to find yourselves, well, I guess squatting low on your feet, off of your bum. Bring your fingertips in front of you, open your knees wide, open up through your chest, and try to be taller here. Inhale, and as you exhale, drop your head, hips to the sky. Inhale to your low yoga squat. Exhale, hips to the sky, fold. A couple times, just opening up through the hamstrings, connecting breath with movement. And see if you can completely hang your head as you lift your hips up. Gorgeous. Let's do 2 more. Inhale to lift. And exhale. Bring your hands flat down and bring your feet back just so you can lower down towards your knees. Take some circles over these hands. Let's warm up into the wrists. Pouring the weight into all 4 corners of your hands from left to right. Bring your fingertips towards the base of your wrists. And then just reverse your circle. Really try to spread your fingers out wide. Beautiful. Find yourself in the center. Turn your fingertips back to face your knees. Inhale. Exhale, shift your weight slightly back. Inhale, sway forwards. Exhale, sway back. 1 more. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Shoulders over wrists. Turn your fingers forwards once again and just lift the base of your wrists up. So it's like you're stretching the right at the base of your fingers. So your finger sausages are down and you're getting a lovely, lovely stretch. Breathing here, 1 more breath. Lower your hands flat down, step your feet to the outside once again, finding your low squat. Let's begin our movement, our sequence. Inhale here. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Lower down your left knee and come towards to the tops of your fingertips. So you have a bit more length. Open up through your chest. Inhale. Exhale, try and squeeze your left heel to your glute. And lower. And squeeze. Just a few more. Waking up the back of your legs, stretching through your left hip flexor. Beautiful. Feel yourself strong in your fingertips. And then tuck your left toes under. Plant your palms flat down. Lift your left knee off. Send your hips back and allow yourself to bow down. Stretching your right leg a bit more towards straight. Bend your right knee deeply. Look forwards. Exhale, hips go back, bow down. Inhale forwards, and exhale back. Just 1 more. Inhale front, and exhale, hips go back. This time, step your right foot all the way towards the back of the mat. Make sure your feet are hips distance, your hands are shoulders distance. Find your downward facing dog. So here, softening through the knees is perfectly fine. Push the ground away. Feel free to pedal out through your knees and find that long, beautiful body. Relaxing through your head. Inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky and keep your hips square. So really feeling almost like your inner thighs are trying to press against one another, even though your legs are separated. Hips are square. Point or flex through this right foot and hold it. Squeeze your right glute. Breathe in. Exhale, bend your right knee, step it to the outside of your right hand, just like where you were before. You can drop your left knee down or keep it up for this next part. Reach your right arm straight up. Inhale. Exhale, let's dive into a deep ocean in front of us. Inhale, find that breath above the waves. Exhale, dive back in. One more. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, dive in deep. Inhale to lift up. This time as you exhale, we're gonna dive, but we're gonna bring our right arm underneath our left and try to twist slightly towards the left. Inhale to open towards the right. Exhale, twist towards your left arm. Beautiful. Hopefully that makes sense. Inhale, opening up towards the right. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left armpit. Bring your right hand to the floor and step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Drop your hips down, chest open. Exhale, hips to the sky. Relax your head. Inhale, Malasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Last one. Inhale, Malasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Take each breath as a fresh start. Lower your hips down. This time, step your right foot all the way back. Lower your right knee towards the floor. Come to your fingertips, finding that long open chest and spine. Let's lift our right heel, squeeze to the right glute, and lower the foot down. A couple times here. You can even look forwards, close your eyes, and try to bring your mind towards your muscles, towards the movement. Beautiful. Last one. Plant your hands flat down. Lift your right knee off. As you exhale, send your hips back, lower your chest. Inhale, bend your left knee deeply, come forwards. Exhale, hips go back, head goes down. Keep going. Shift front and back with your breath. Last one here. Exhale. And step your left foot to the back of the mat. Find your downward facing dog again. Feel it like it's a stretch. So stretching through your back body. Stretch through the sides of your body. Stretch through the backs of your legs, all the way down towards your heels. As you breathe in, lift your left leg to the sky. Only as high up as you feel you can stay strong and stable. Squaring off those hips, squeeze your inner thighs together. Breathe in. Breathe out, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Spin your heart open to the left. Lift your fingers up. Let's dive. Diving deep. Feel free to bend your right elbow as you dive. Exhale to dive. Inhale to lift up. Last time like this. Exhale, dipping low. Inhale, open. This time, exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right armpit. Look to the right. Inhale, open. Freedom. Exhale, curling in, coming in close. Inhale, free yourself up. Last time, exhale, coming through. And place your left hand by your right. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Sink your hips low, look forwards. Malasana. Exhale, hips to the sky. Point your toes forwards. Step your feet hips distance and take a regular forward fold. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. Relax your head and sway. Sway from left to right. See if you can bend in one knee and then in the other. Push through your feet to guide your spine to the other direction. And let your shoulders sag. Let your head just be super heavy with gravity. Beautiful. From here, release your elbows. Let's slowly roll our spine up, vertebra by vertebra. Shoulders come back, head comes up. Inhale, sweep your arms to the side and up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Relax your hands by your sides. Sweep your right arm front and up. Draw a big circle behind you. Really trying to send this right arm far, far back. 2 more. Like a dancer, drawing a big circle. One final one. And let's switch. Left arm comes forwards, opens behind you. Enjoy that feeling of reaching behind you. How often do we do that during the day? Always having our arms in front. So now let's do both of them. Fingers go up. Fingertips reach far behind, squeezing towards one another. One more just like this. And now everybody, bend your knees. Sweep the floor with your fingertips. Rise up. Enjoy a back bend as you roll these arms behind you. One more. Bend your knees. Sweep the floor. Coming up. Back bend. Arms go behind you. And from here, hug your right knee towards your chest and start to find a balance on your left foot. This might take a few moments. It's our first time really balancing. Hug your right knee. Give your right ankle some circles as your body finds itself in this space. Beautiful. And now from here, bring your hands to your heart. Breathe in. Exhale, try to kick the legs straight. Inhale, bend. Exhale, kick. Inhale, bend. Last time. Exhale, kick. Inhale, bend. And lower the foot down. Let's switch. Left knee comes in. Squeeze your left knee high. Give your ankle some circles. As you're here, push down through this right foot. Slowly release the knee, trying to keep it as high up as possible. Hands to your heart. Let's stretch the leg forwards and bend. And straighten it and bend. One more, let's straighten and bend. Step your left foot down by your right. Sit your bum back into Utkatasana. Take your time lowering. See how low you can go. Reach your arms front and up. Inhale. Exhale, begin to pulse. Not for the sake of pulsing, but really firing up through the legs, finding your balance, your steadiness on both your feet. Beautiful. Keep going. See if you can lift your toes up. Press down through the heel. Let's go for 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Bend your left knee, so both knees are bent. Lift your arms straight up. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to left hip. No, that's not right. Right hand towards right hip. Left arm goes up and sweep over. So now you should feel the stretch from your left knee, traveling up your left side reaching long. Stick with me, stick with your breath. Inhale, both arms go up. As you exhale, stretch your back leg and lift your heart up, shining your heart up, just a slight back bend. Fingertips come down, step your left foot forwards and fold. Inhale, roll your spine out, sweep your arms to the side and up, inhale. Exhale, sit back in your chair. Step your right foot back this time, bend your right knee. Bring your torso straight up and find your right hand to your right hip. I keep getting this wrong. Left hand to your left hip. Right arm goes up and over. So now we're stretching this right side of the body, leaning to the left. Yes. Inhale, straighten your arms straight up. Exhale, left leg goes straight as you lift and shine your heart towards the moon or the sun, whichever part of the day you're joining this practice for. Inhale here. Exhale, fingertips find the floor. Step forwards, melt over these strong, maybe shaky legs. Give your head a little nod. No, yes. Just try to relax through that neck. And from here, let's slowly roll our spine up and step your feet together. We did a bit of balancing, so let's work even more on it. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Reach your arms straight up. Create your Kali Mudra, which we did on the mat. And point your index fingers straight up. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your tippy toes. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. One more time, lifting straight up. And now see if you can draw a little circle with your index finger in both directions. Staying on your toes. Whoop. And lower your heels down. Bring your hands towards your heart. And now just glide your right knee up, tracing the right toes on that left inner thigh. Find your ankle. Let's find tree pose. Bring your right foot high off the left inner thigh, or it can always be a bit lower towards your calf or even your ankle. And then once it's there, we don't just relax, we make sure this left leg is helping. So squeeze your left inner thigh into that right foot. You should feel it from inside. Finding your balance, hands to your heart. This might be enough. Or you can reach your arms up. And if this is not enough for you, come and try lifting your left heel up and rising to your left toes. You might have to look at something. Maybe your heel comes off just an inch and you lower it back down. Slowly bring your right knee forwards and glide your right foot straight down. Let's switch hands to heart. Glide your left toes up your right inner thigh. Find the ankle. Take your time. Place the foot high up the right inner thigh. Squeeze. So really contracting that muscle if you can of the right inner thigh. Find your version of the posture. Arms can go up. Take your breath with you. Visualize that tree with strong roots through that right foot into the earth, keeping you strong and stable. And if you like, rise towards the balls of your right foot. Just maybe replay. Lowering it back down, bring your left knee forwards, glide your left foot all the way down. Find your hips, just sway and soften through your knees. Now from here, everybody wrap your hands around your hips with your thumbs back, your fingers forwards. And from here, soften a bit through your knees and send your hips back. So it's like you're tilting your hips back and your heart should come slightly forwards. Now do the reverse. You might even swap. So your thumb comes forwards, push through your fingers, and find this little tuck. And now go with it between the two. Beautiful. Really trying to bring the movement just from the hips. And now I want you to visualize that you've got this bowl of, this fish bowl, which is your hips. And this is the rim of the fish bowl. And it's full of water. Now, as you tip forwards, the water is going to come out the front. And that is your anterior pelvic tilt, anterior, the front. As you tip back, the water is going to pour out the back. And that's your posterior pelvic tilt. So from here, just go front and back and get just a bit of a little lesson, a little more in tune with your body here. And now send your hips towards the left, tipping the bowl out the right, and towards the right. And now see if you can take a beautiful big circle, let the water pour all over. Yes, and then in the other direction as well. Beautiful. And now find your stillness and see if you can find that space where the water does not tip in any direction. It's beautifully stable and level. From here, step your right foot back. In fact, no, step any foot back so that you can open and face the side of the room where you can still hopefully see me somewhere. We were here on Tuesday. Bend through your right knee, finding your goddess squat for a moment. Finding that beautiful pelvis and trying to keep it balanced. Yeah, just for now. Inhale, open your arms into a T and imagine you're holding onto two doorknobs, right? And now through our shoulders, I want you to turn the doorknobs so you can open up through your chest, let your heart shine. Exhale, turn the doorknobs in the other direction. Feel your shoulders coming front and then go between the two. Just for your chest and your upper spine. Keeping your pelvis steady. And now let's involve the pelvis. So when you lift your chest, we take our pelvis into an anterior pelvic tilt. Exhale, everything rounds forwards, posterior pelvic tilt. And just go 2 more times between both. So we're learning, and hopefully we're finding this a little bit challenging too. Inhale, open up. Exhale, rounding. Beautiful. Let's find that neutral position. Everybody, turn your right toes towards the right. Find your warrior 2. Left toes towards the left. Bend through your right knee, straighten through your left leg. Connect elbow to knee. Lift your left arm up. Breathe in. And as you exhale, feel free to stay here. Reach your left arm overhead or find the floor. So what works for your body, your hips in this moment. Breathing deeply. Look at the floor. Rise through warrior 2. Flip your right palm over, tip back. Reverse your warrior. I'm feeling the fire in this right leg, so breathe with me. Bring your breath into that space. Inhale, arms go up. Turn your toes back towards goddess, and then turn your left toes to the left, finding warrior 2 in the other direction. Connect elbow to knee. Bend deeply through your left knee. Reach your right arm up. Breathing here. Take it down if you want. Look up at the ceiling maybe. One more breath. Now look at the floor, press down for your left heel. Come through a warrior 2. Flip your left palm, tip back. Stretch your left side of the body, bend deeper through your left knee. Beautiful. And rising straight up, find your goddess pose. Bend through your knees. Come towards the right knee, Skandasana, like we were on Tuesday. Now we're gonna find warrior two towards the right. Inhale. Exhale just where we were. Fingertips towards the floor. Now we get what we want. Stretch your hips back. Find your Trikonasana, your triangle. Adjust your feet. Adjust where you want your hand to be here. Strength through this right leg. Open through your chest. Feel long in all your directions. Inhale with me. Exhale, bend your right knee, find low Skandasana. Pivot your feet as needed and switch towards the left. Rise up, press through your left foot. Find warrior two. Left hand to the inside of your left foot. Reach your right arm up. Inhale here. Exhale, stretch your left legs to straight. If this doesn't work, come higher or bring your right foot closer. Now maybe it feels better. Looking up, grow longer, grow stronger. One more breath. And then slowly look at the left foot, bend your left knee. We're all gonna make it to the top of the mat again. So wherever you were on your mat, turn to face the top, step both of your feet straight up and fold over straight legs or slightly bent knees. Inhale to lift halfway up. Exhale, hands come down, step back to your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale to a high cobra. Let your heart shine. Tuck your toes under, push through your hands, send your hips towards the sky. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step your right foot forwards. Left knee comes down. Rise your arms straight up, breathe in. Exhale, find your fingers behind you or find your lower back. Bend through your right knee, lower your hips. Before doing anything more, pull your right heel towards you, like you're trying to pull the mat towards you. Feel your right hamstring turn on. Now as you breathe in, open through your chest, chase the floor with your fingers, your knuckles, and maybe you can let your head relax back. Just for a moment, inhale. Exhale, release your fingers from one another. Frame your right foot in front of you. Come straight up to a warrior three. So just pushing off that left knee and left foot. Balance on this strong right leg. You've got strong legs. Let's use them. From here, let's bend deeply through our right knee, so much that your belly can touch the thigh. Push away. Straighten the leg. Two more. Bend deeply, 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 and push away. One final one, bending deeply. Beautiful. Pushing away. Step your left foot back. Sweep your right leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, come to the outer edge of your left foot and hover your right leg above your left. Lift your right arm up, hovering side plank. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step your left foot front. Right knee comes down, rise your arms up. Breathing in. As you breathe out, find your strong Anjane through this left foot. Arms go back. Chase the floor with your fingertips or cross your fingers. Lift through your heart. Enjoy a heart opening. Breathing. Beautiful. Slowly release your fingers. Frame your left foot. Kick off this right foot and find yourself slowly balancing in your warrior three. Now let's bend deep through this left leg. Belly to thigh. Push the floor away. Two more. Belly comes towards thigh. push the floor away. Last time, belly to thigh, tap, push away. Step your right foot back, sweep your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Come to the outer edge of your right foot and hover your left leg over your right. Lift your left arm up because you're in this hovering side plank. Just for another moment. Breathing in. Exhale, everything finds the floor. Downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. Lower your knees down. Send your hips back. Release a bit through your wrists, finding child's pose. And now setting up for your dolphin. So from here, just lift your head up. Drop your elbows down below your shoulders. And then wrap your arms around so that you can grab a hold of the opposite elbow, I guess. So they're not too far. You can grab a hold with your arms. And now reach your fingers forwards again, keeping your elbows where they are. Cross your fingers and feel the outsides of your palms, your hands, press into the mat. Now with this firm, beautiful triangle we have set up, tuck your toes under, relax through your head, and lift your hips, just like downward facing dog. Look at your toes. Now walk your feet closer to your face. Keep pressing the floor away. Keep pressing down through your elbows. And now once you've come so close that you feel your core working as well, your shoulders are working, even a bit at the hips, option is to stay there or step your feet wider, maybe as wide as the mat. Stay here, everybody, for 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more strong, beautiful breath in. As you exhale, step your feet towards the back of the mat. Lower your knees. Find your child's pose. Once again, in your child's pose, take a moment to find that beautiful balance of ease after effort. And now this final little practice, this final little pose of the class that you can join me with is a headstand. But if you have no motivation to do a headstand today, then do it another time. That's no worries. Or you can come to Dolphin. If you have a wall and you feel better, feel free to go up against the wall. But I'm going to show you just a little baby version. Set up just like how you did before. Elbows or shoulders distance. You can hold onto your elbows with opposite arms if you needed to. Reach your fingers forwards, clasp your fingers, interlace them, place them down. Tuck your toes under. Just like we did in Dolphin, send your hips up. Push down through your elbows. Now this time you've got to walk in as far in as possible. Relax the top of your head down to the floor, like you're cradling the back of your head with your palms, like a little basket for your head. And the closer you get your feet towards your face, the lighter your toes are going to feel. And at a certain point, you should feel that you can maybe lift one foot off the floor and maybe the other, and maybe both, keeping your knees towards your chest. So give it a go if you feel comfortable to do so. Lifting one foot, lifting the other. Maybe you find the balance to lift both. And slowly make sure you come back out of it and relax in peace afterwards. That's a fun one. I think everyone can do, at least against the wall, because you can feel your spine against the wall if you walk close enough. Everybody, let's move out of your short little headstand practice. Rest in your version of child's pose right now. Find your breath, find your blood flowing back in normal directions. And from your child's pose, we're gonna make our way just into a forward fold. So lift your head up, send your hips to one side, and just swing your legs out in front of you. Adjust yourself in your seat so you feel comfortable. Stretch your legs out in front of you, breathe in. And as you exhale, bring your arms towards something on your legs. Guide your spine longer. Pull through your arms, bend through your elbows, sway side to side, and begin to ease into your fold. Front and down. And see how this feels today for you. I truly believe every day, depending on the time of day, you're going to have a different experience of a Paschimottanasana. Especially for women with our different weeks and parts of the cycle, we have different sort of levels of flexibility and ease. So please be kind to yourself and compassionate here. After your next breath, you're going to slowly roll up, stretch your legs wide. We're coming towards Savasana. Take any little preparations you need to take, closing the lights, grabbing the blanket. Take any final stretches you need to make. If you feel all closed up, feel free to open a bit and then settle down towards your back, towards the mat. Resting your arms open. Take a moment to grow a bit more connected with the earth below you before you close your eyes. And then to close your eyes, begin to focus on relaxing through your muscles, especially through your face. Try to release in your jaw. Once you feel ready to, you can close those eyelids shut and begin to just listen to your breath. In and out. That's the only thing that's important right now. It's just you being. Take these next few moments to enjoy your stillness.
Take a couple bigger breaths into your body, keeping this beautiful, peaceful energy with you. Start to wiggle through your fingers, wiggle through your toes. Rock your head from side to side, shoulder to shoulder, and slowly let movements begin to travel through your body, taking you into your stretch. Hug your knees to your chest. Make your way through your rocks and rolls, finding some momentum. Then slowly rock through your side body and up into a seat. From your seat, everybody just place your left hand, right hand above your heart, connecting once again with yourself. After an hour of movement and time for yourself, let your heart feel gratitude and sit in that space of gratitude. Sealing off this class with a breath in and a sigh out. Everybody breathe in. Open your mouth, let go. Flutter your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me.